This video brought to you by our Patreons. Please consider supporting this channel and joining our Patreons at patreon.com/NovaWing24.
Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are on Sunday the 20th of December 2020 for the last episode of the NovaWrap for this year. And what a journey it has been this year, absolutely right, wow, and it's mind-boggling, it really is. But let's not get some nostalgia get in the way of the new releases. So let's dive straight into it this week with the latest releases for the Sim of the Hour Microsoft Flight Simulator, with Latin VFR releasing their rendition of New Orleans International. Now, this is a sort of one of those, again, they've taken what they know, having previously released it for Prepared V4 and above. They've brought the product over onto the new platform, but it isn't just one of those half-assed ports. It's a proper rebuild from the ground up. So this is a full up-to-date rendition of the airport, including a full rebuild of all the 3D models, full support now for PBR ground textures, ground markings, and textures on all major airport buildings. Includes updates to all the lighting systems as well to make it fully compliant and take full advantage of the new sim. It also includes updates to the taxiway aprons and runways, so they all use the rolling, undulating curves as the real airport actually has as well, which is, again, a real distinction about this new sim. Along with that, also includes customized and enhanced jetways, accurate airport gate and parking updated to the current real-world layout as it is in late 2020. So it also includes other parts of the terminal and other updates to the ramp as well that have evolved since the previous product was released 2 years ago. So this isn't just a port, this is a rebuild and an update of the product, which is pretty damn awesome. Also includes a variety of custom POIs outside of the airport bounds as well, including many of the bridges that cross the Mississippi River, as well as updates to the internal terminal buildings as well to give updated terminal layouts. So this is coming in at a pretty awesome price as well, because I've got to commend Latin VFR for really sort of embracing the reducing the costs of their products as well, for coming in at $15 or your regional equivalent, available now from Latin VFR directly. Continuing on with airport releases, the guys over at team over at Pilot Plus saw their latest release this week with releasing London Southend Airport. How an airport is in Essex is London, I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, moving on, it's probably a bit like how Avalon Airport in Australia is classed as a Melbourne airport when it's really not. But anyway, so this is a highly detailed rendition of the airport as it appears in 2020, including full PBR implementation across all buildings, grounds, polys, and ground service equipment as well. Includes full variety of custom dynamic rain and environment effects, including dynamic rain on the glass as well, which is kind of cool. Includes custom refined and updated aerial imagery over the base aerial imagery of the sim for the airport and surrounding areas, including all airport buildings and airport layouts as it appears in late 2020, along with custom work outside, including a lot of the POIs that visual approaches will use, including the major hotels and shopping precincts outside the airport as well. So a lot going on in this release from Pilot Plus. You can pick this one up from Orbix Direct, coming in at $20 or your regional equivalent, available now. Continuing on with more scenery releases this week from developer Jetstream Designs, saw the release this week of their rendition of Paris Orly Airport, which is the second largest airport servicing the Paris region. Now, this rendition is updated as it appears in 2020, including all major renditions of all airport buildings, including the updated terminals, includes full support for animated jetways, a variety of static airliners also includes the updated to the Hall 4 extension, with full support for PBR and HD textures throughout all airport buildings, and full support for custom PBR and ground polys as well. Includes a variety of custom taxiway signs and a full support for dynamic lighting for optimized and extensive night environment as well. This is an update from their previous product that was previously released for the ESP platforms. However, again, like we've seen with other products, it also includes updates to the airport layout, bringing it in line with how it appears in 2020. Now you can pick this one up coming in from Flybeam Studios, coming in for $24 or your regional equivalent, available now. Continuing on with scenery releases, developer Vidan Designs has released their latest product for Microsoft Flight Simulator, releasing Billund Airport exclusively via the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace. This is a medium Danish airport, so servicing the city of Billund, but primarily serves as a cargo hub more than passenger traffic. But it does include passenger services from all major European destinations as well. Now, previously, of course, Billund was known as the home of Lego, and of course, many operations would actually come through here. And originally, the airport was actually originally owned as a private airfield by the son of the Lego Group founder as well, which is kind of cool. It's kind of got a little interesting sort of history of that one there coming through that one. But of course, it is a public use airport field, and now available coming in at around about $15 or your original equivalent, available now from the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace. Continuing on with scenery releases, newcomer developer Scene has sort of sprung to life and released their first product in the scenery development world for releasing Shoreham Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Officially, funny enough, it's actually not known as Shoreham Airport anymore. It's actually known as Brighton City Airport now. And it's interesting, but Shoreham is still sort of what it's officially known as because it actually has the title of the oldest continually serving airport in the United Kingdom. And is located in the Outer District of West Sussex. Now, what's interesting about this is this is primarily a GA and sort of commuter airport here, rather than sort of an airliner, sort of a tube liner airport. It's primarily serving, as I said, for light sort of GA aviation with some smaller sort of turboprop RPT services. This is interesting because the developer Scene is a brand new company, but they are an offshoot and sort of part of the Builds group, which build the Airbus A300 product for X-Plane 11. So it'd be interesting to see if this perhaps signals an indication that Builds might be coming over to the new platform as well. In terms of this particular release, though, this is a up-to-date recreation of the airport as it appears in 2020, including all airport buildings are done with custom accurate 3D models. Airport layout as it appears in 2020, including the custom terminal building, which dates back to the 1940s. So very impressive release for this one, coming in for $15 or original equivalent, available now from Builds. Continuing on with scenery releases this week from developer Tailstrike Designs, saw their latest release with their release of Airport Reggio Calabria for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So having previously released this product for the ESP sims in the past, it was sort of a natural progression for them to bring this one over into the new sim. Now this comes to us with a highly detailed rendition of the airport and the surrounding area as it appears in 2020. It does include custom updated ortho imagery for the airport and the surrounding area as well, with custom terrain mesh, as well as updated runway sloping and so taxiway undulations as well. All airports done in full PPR. It also includes the local Aero Club, and buildings are also modelled with the local aircraft as well, and a variety of custom buildings around the airport are being produced as well. Again, most of this is simply updates from the ESP version, just brought to life in the new sim. One note, though, however, is that Runway 33 has very interesting has a different sort of type of lighting system for the approach lighting. However, that is not replicated in this rendition of the sim. Now, the developers come back and said that it's missing due to SDK limitations, and they're saying that they'll do it as soon as the Sobo make it possible. But I'm kind of like, that is a real key feature of this airport, and I'm like, well, maybe it would have been better to sink your teeth into a different one of your products and bring across to the new sim, rather than do this one and give it to us as the commuter, as the simulation public, unfinished. So I have mixed feelings about that. I'm sort of like, if you're going to do this, pick a different one of your products and recreate it in the new sim, and while you know there's this limitation, and then bring this one to life in the new sim once you've actually got those limitations sorted out. So yeah, personal preference, but still though, coming in for about $20 or your regional equivalent, available now from Aerosoft. Continuing on with scenery releases this week from developer Fly Tampa, released a probably very topical airport release for Microsoft Flight Simulator, with bringing to life their rendition of Las Vegas's McCarran International Airport for the new sim. Now, previously, once again, they are basing on their experience and bringing over their McCarran over into the new sim. But again, like they did with Copenhagen, they've actually updated it to include to take advantage of changes to the airport, bringing it in line with the airport as it appears in 2020, and coming through with some custom content for this airport as well. Unfortunately, the one problem that I have with Fly Tampa is that Fly Tampa are very they're very generic with the way they describe things. They don't really sort of do anything else, sort of say that this is what's special about this version or this is what we've improved. So I have to be very careful about what I say here, because anecdotally, now I don't have the Fly Tampa's latest sceneries, but anecdotally, what I'm hearing from the community out there is that I'm hearing that their sceneries are somewhat of a frame hog, which to me is concerning, because it means that they're not updating their 3D models to take full advantage of the new Sims modeling system, and they're really dragging their heels on some of that stuff. So, but having said that, the one thing that they do have, and it's probably is important, is that this particular release, not only does it update the airport, it also updates various buildings downtown, including all the major casinos and hotels. What's interesting, I'll be interested to see how that works with the photogrammetry that works for that's in place in the sim with the update for Las Vegas. So a lot of question marks over this one. Like I want to sort of support it and say that yeah, okay, it's great, but at the same time, there's a lot of question marks, and the fact that they've only released sort of 4 screenshots of it, and those aren't very good screenshots, if I'm honest, has me concerned. So. If you guys get it, I'll be very interested to see how you get it. So there you go. If you want to pick this one up, though, this is $20 or your original equivalent, available now from Fly Tampa. From scenery releases, moving into a very different release, temporarily for Microsoft Flight Simulator, with one release that, I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised actually came out. I thought it was vaporware, but I'm really excited for it though. So this is from developer Parallel 42, is the Sky Park, and it's really interesting because it became a very crowded world. So this is okay. So Sky Park fundamentally is another program. There's another app that gives you a reason to go somewhere that you've perhaps never flown before. So exactly like On Air Company, not exactly like, but in the similar vein to On Air Company, to NeoFly, to Air Hauler 2. This program gives you a reason to fly somewhere that you've never flown before. However, what's interesting about Sky Park is that this one is very much detail or geared. Although any aircraft is acceptable in it, it is very much geared more towards bush flying, is what it's geared towards. It's geared towards more people who want to explore scenery, explore the scenery, the terrain, stuff like that. Now, it is still fully compatible with anyone who wants to fly the big things and fly long distance. But it's the way it's written, the way it's designed is very much my first impressions anyway. Is very much geared towards people who prefer a more hands-on approach to their flying. The other thing that I'm super excited about this is that I'm actually currently halfway through. I've just finalized my review of Air Hauler 2, and I've just started my review of the Sky Park. And I've got to say, the launch sequence for Sky Park is without doubt the best in-game experience I have had ever. It is so fun, so interactive, so engaging, and really gets you sucked in. I'm sucked in from the get-go of that one. I have to give a huge shout out to Parallel 42 for that. That's amazing. As I said, this has been in development for a number of years now. It is still technically in early access at the moment. So the developer has flagged that there are a couple of things. It is very highly polished, but there are a couple of bugs that they believe might be there that they want help with community building. So this is still technically an early access release, but from what I've seen so far, it's pretty damn polished, so pretty damn cool. Now, if you want to pick this one up, you can pick this one up for $30 or your original equivalent, available now from Orbix Direct. All right, moving now into the I've got to say it, shall we say, the more concerning and somewhat less reputable part of the MSFS releases for the week. Okay, so first of all, let's start with 2 releases from new developer Bijan Habashi. Winter season and spring season for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, so each of these packs are $15. They're $15 each. And these change the color of your trees. That's it. That's it. Like, they change the colors of your trees. It throws a randomizer in there. So for example, in the winter one, you'll get a lot of brown trees. And there are some areas where it's geotagged where you will get ice-covered trees. Okay, and then spring season, you'll have slightly different shades of green from the default trees green that are green in the sim, and it'll randomly throw in some pink, purple, white, and yellow as well. I get that there's other things like Terraflora out there, but this is literally, it's just recoloring the trees. It's not replacing the trees. It's just recoloring them. Like previous add-ons like Terraflora, for example, for the legacy sims for ESP and for Prepared, Prepared for FSX, okay, and for X-Plane, they actually went through and they actually changed models. They actually like completely overhauled the way the vegetation model was done. They added in new high definition models. They did high textures, different variety, blah blah blah. This no. This should be something that we should go to Microsoft and to Asobo and say, hey guys, can we have some more variation of the trees, please? No. Okay. Anyway, if you want to pick it up, as I said, coming in $15 or your equivalent per season, available from Sim Market. All right, on to developer Brazil Land Games, and what the actual F for this one. Okay, so 2 releases from them this week. First one, Boston Lights Enhanced. Again, another $10 for slapping some colored lights on a photogrammetry city. Lights don't match what the city looks like, just want to say that, and yeah, moving on. The second release for them is, I looked at the video for this and went, this is complete BS. Okay, so this is Aircraft Improved Physics. Ground Physics and Improved Surfaces. And no, like, he's got a side-by-side comparison video showing how his physics program improves it. And I'm looking at it and looking at the control inputs and going, the one that is terrible, the default terrible, in inverted quotation marks here, I'm looking at the control inputs he's doing and going, I've never had those issues with the Bonanza. I've never had those issues with the TBM 930. Admittedly, I don't fly the Airbus very often, but even I've never seen the kind of issues that he was saying are inherently problematic in this, and how his miraculously fixes all of them. And for a fix that is less than a meg in size, and it also only affects it says apparently it fine-tunes several important parameters for the feeling of flight and more realistic behavior. Only affects aircraft of the standard version. Does not include premium deluxe aircraft. I'm like, this is complete snake oil. Like, this is complete BS. And at $20, this guy's scam. Like, this smacks. Like, I looked at that video and went. So many moons ago, I went for a job selling vacuum cleaners door to door, and the complete unethical sales practices that we were taught on how to sell them, like who to target, how to show how you could have the most expensive vacuum cleaner known to mankind, and it will always leave stuff behind. It just does. And the sales techniques that we were taught were sort of, you put like a black cloth down, and you suck things up, or you sort of vacuum over the victim's carpet with their vacuum cleaner. Then you do your own vacuum over the top of it, but onto a black cloth. You can see they go, oh my god, look at all the stuff that my vacuum cleaner is leaving behind. Every vacuum cleaner leaves stuff behind. I'm sorry, this is how it works. So it's just so unethical, and this smacks of exactly that. And it's just, no, this is just, I can't. So I'm flat out saying, don't even touch this. This is disgusting. Again, this is where if you have problems, we feed them back to Microsoft. Microsoft are already shown, and Asobo has already shown they are taking action on our feedback. If you have problems with your aircraft, give feedback. Okay, that's what we're supposed to do to be able to get things to work. That's all I'm going to say. Feeding trolls like this is disgusting. So if you want to waste your money, good luck to you. Available now, it's in market. Right, rounding out the less reputable end of the releases for the week, we have developer FSX Scenery with their half-ass port of their previous release of Douala International Airport in Cameroon. It's a straight drag and drop of their FSX one. It is diabolical. And what is this developer's obsession with putting C-17s and CH-53s on every one of their airports that have operate or almost never see US military aircraft arrive? Like, what is this developer's obsession with that? What is it? Rubbish add-on. Anyway, what is a C-47 DC-3 with invasion stripes doing in Cameroon? Like, what? Anyway, so again, $15, rip-off price, available from SimMarket. Right, moving out of the MSFS world, moving into the world of the ESP sims, moving into Prepared, we saw this week a release from Aeroplane Heaven of the Zlin Z50LS. So this is a fascinating little aircraft, and sort of reminds me of in some ways it feels like it's the baby brother of the Extra. It's sort of a similar kind of concept. It's an aerobatic aircraft, single-seat aerobatic aircraft, fixed undercarriage. It just is a different take on the same concept. This aircraft though has been around a bit longer, so it was sort of very much the predecessor of the Extra 300 and the Sukhoi 26. So this was produced from 1976 and was a solid competitor on the circuit, including taking out 3 World Championships and 4 European Championships of aerobatic competitions. So it definitely was there for a long time. It ruled the skies until the Extra 300 became a more common aircraft. However, it is still flown to this day with a variety of different equipment, including a variety of leading global aerobatic pilots, including Spanish national champion Ernest Artagas. So this is a highly detailed rendition of this aircraft, including both non-tip tank versions and tip tank versions. So highly accurate, detailed 3D model, including full support for PBR texturing throughout, 4K textures throughout as well. Highly accurate and realistic internal modeling and textures as well, with performance accurate to true to real world aircraft. There you go, that's the one. Includes custom flight dynamics, authored and checked by real world aerobatic champions as well. Includes 4 colourful liveries are included with this one as well. So if you want to pick this one up, this one's available now from Aeroplane Heaven at $33 or your regional equivalent, available now from Aeroplane Heaven. With another aircraft release for the Prepared V4 and above sims this week. So the release from developer Golden Key Studio of their rendition of the MiG-21 Biz Fishbed. Now, I honestly thought this studio was dead, because the only other product I know this studio has done was an F-111 many years ago. So I thought the studio was done and dusted, but I'm really impressed to see it come back now and come back with the MiG-21. Now, this looks to be a really highly detailed rendition of the aircraft. Though I must admit, I have some questions about some of this, though. I do have some questions. It includes a highly detailed 3D model internally and externally, including full support for high resolution textures and full PBR support as well. Includes a flight model based on a real MiG-21 BIS training sim and aircraft as well, including by-the-book performance for all characteristics. Includes a high-quality custom sound set recorded from an actual jet, including a variety of custom visual effects, engine characteristics, all accurately modeled, as well as the fuel management. Included accurate and modeled drag chute dynamics as well, and a variety of state management systems as well. So it looks really impressive. Now, however, there includes a couple of, also should point out the systems modeling and system navigation as well is all as the Russian format as well, including RSBN, ILS, NDB, and VOR services all modeled as well. Now, I have concerns over this though. So this was released in two variants. So this was released in the standard edition and the extended edition. Basically, the difference is you're paying about an extra $20 for a start, and you get weapon systems included with the extended edition. My problem with not my problem, but my concern with this is that from looking at the screens and the review and the preview videos, the the weapon systems looks the weapon system looks like it's tied to you having prepared professional plus. The information I'm seeing down the problem, because okay, so for those who may not know, prepared comes in three versions. Prepared comes in the academic and professional editions, which are identical to each other, except one is only available if you're a student, if you're a K through 12 or a tertiary, in a currently enrolled tertiary student. And then you have the professional version. So as I said, those two are identical, but they do not support weapon systems. Okay, they are for flight. They're designed for flight training and flight simulation. They are not designed for weapons modeling, weapon systems. Now, there is another version of Prepared, which is called Professional Plus. That one is marketed to corporate and defense customers, and that one is $5,000 a license. And that one supports numerous additional features, one of which is weapon systems. Now, looking at the video that I saw, it looks suspiciously like the fact that the weapon system relies on you having Professional Plus. Now, I could not find any information to definitively say that yes or no. It doesn't say that you have to have that. It says it's compatible with Prepared, which it would be, but just without the weapon systems. So, and there were a couple of questions that I had during the video, sort of saying that, it'll appear down the bottom there, but it doesn't. And the screenshots look like, as I said, I work with Prepared Professional Plus in my professional life, so I know what it looks like, and it looks very suspiciously like that. So I hope to be wrong about that. I do hope to be wrong about that, but yeah. So anyway, all right. If you want to pick these editions, as I said, base standard edition, which is the same aircraft, everything is correct except it doesn't have the weapon systems. That's coming in for $56. If you're wanting to go the one with the weapon systems, you're looking at $70, available now from Sim Market. Continuing on releases for the ESP platforms, this time for all of the ESP platforms, not just for Prepared, from developer Viet Scenery, with a rendition of Vin International Airport. This is crap, like absolute rubbish. It's not even worth the $6 they're selling it for. Ground textures are terrible. The building's terrible. The jetway actually literally falls apart. Like as it extends, there are gaps in it. Like, are your passengers supposed to like walk through thin air? Are they supposed to levitate onto the aeroplane? Like, this is just no. Don't get it. You're an idiot if you do. Straight up. $6, waste of money, available now from Sim Market. Alright, moving out of the ESP Sims, moving into the world of X-Plane. So a couple of releases this week for X-Plane. First one being from developer Tolis, releasing an add-on expansion to their renowned Airbus A321 package by releasing the A321 Neo add-on. So this one adds in 2 additional engine types to the Tolis A321 and adds in 3 sub-variants of the A321 Neo family. So it gives you the A321 Neo, giving engine options of the CFM LEAP 1A33 and the Pratt & Whitney 1130G JM. Also includes, as I said, 3 subvariants of the A321 Neo family: the standard Neo, the long range, and the extra long range as well, all with different exit configurations and custom and accurate 3D models and controls as well. Includes updated fuel system and fuel system adaptations and specific weight envelopes for each of the subvariants as well, all with their own different specific changes, including, for example, the A321 XLR having a single set of slotted flaps for improved aircraft drag. A variety of flex custom cabin configurations are also included as well. And this was coming in for $30 or your original equivalent, available now from explain.org. And ready to explain 11 news this week from developer FSim Studios. Saw the releases of their rendition of Vancouver International Airport and Vancouver City in association with Canada for X-Plane. So this gives a lot of this one as well. So there's a lot going on with this release as well. So this release updates Vancouver International Airport to the airport layout as it appears in 2020. Including custom models for all the buildings on Sea Island, as well as the airport itself, and really grabs all the airport buildings, because this is one of the few airports in the world that operates not just standard normal airliner traffic and sort of RPT services using jets and turboprops, but also supports GA aviation and bush flying and seaplane operations. So there's a real diversity of operations here, and they've really modeled and really aimed to actually be able to get a lot of content here to be able to deliver that sort of unique experience to us, the virtual aviators. Includes a full 4K rendition of all major textures, include 30cm per pixel color corrected ortho photos of the airport and surrounding island as well. Includes the brand new international terminal extension finished in 2020 with a variety of flexible ortho photo for different seasons supported by the SAM Seasons plugin, custom marshallers, optional static aircraft, and a variety of other custom improvements as well. I must admit that the big thing that was exciting for me was the fact that they are also going to be releasing this product for Microsoft Flight Simulator when it comes out as well, which is going to be super exciting because I'm looking forward to seeing that there. If I wanted to pick this one up for your X-Plane experience, coming in at $25 or original equivalent, available now from FSim Studios. Moving out of the flight sim world, moving into the world of the permanent way. Saw this week released for Train Sim World 2 of their LGV Mediterranean Marseille to Avignon route add-on. So this is one of the high-speed LGV routes that crisscross France, but obviously particularly being the route down to the Mediterranean. Now, this includes a 93-kilometre or 58-mile route from Marseille St Charles through to Avignon on using the TGV service. Includes a 200 series TGV duplex EMU in the SNCF Chameleon livery. Includes a highly detailed feature-rich driving cab with accurate true-to-life performance for the train. Includes authentic sound recordings recorded from the real EMU unit as well. Includes a full support for a 24-hour sort of journey mode and 24-hour timetable available with a variety of custom route tasks to complete, training modules, and 5 engaging career scenarios also included for this one as well. And this one's coming in for $30 or original equivalent, available now on Steam. Sticking with the permanent way, but moving into a Train Simulator 21, saw this week the release of the Union Pacific Gas Turbine Electric Locomotive add-on. That's a bit of a mouth. It's always a mouthful with these train releases anyway. This is a highly detailed rendition of the Union Pacific's gas turbine electric locomotive, including a highly detailed rendition of the internal cab, an accurate 3D model internally and externally. Includes full rendition of the 4,500 horsepower unit in the Union Pacific livery. Includes both the standard and veranda models as well, with a variety of customizable details, a custom fuel tender, and a variety of new custom rolling stock, including the 46-foot gondola, 40 box car, 4,000-gallon tank car, a refrigerator car, and a caboose all included as well. It also includes 4 career scenarios designed for use for the Sherman Hill route add-on, which you can purchase separately as well. And this was coming in for $20 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. Moving out of the permanent way and moving on to the asphalt, saw this week a couple of releases for Fernbus Simulator. So a couple of new regions added. So the first one we saw was was Netherlands added. So the whole country pretty much was added with this one. So this is a seamless extension to their world map. It's allowing you to actually sort of go between regions without any major loading hiccups. Includes over 41,000 square kilometers of new map, including 4 new cities, capital of Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Groningen, and Arnhem all included as well. A variety of custom AI, including original license plates, as well as original AI police car suitable for the local area, also included as well. A huge amount of custom props and custom buildings for unique points of interest throughout the country have also been included as well, including the something viaduct, starts with an A. I completely stuffed that one up. And the Zealand Bridge are also included as well, and the huge wind farms along the coast are also included as well. So looking pretty damn amazing, that one. And one hell of a price too, coming in for $10 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. We also saw this week for Fernbus Simulator the release of Castle Alpino, which is a 19th century Bavarian castle in the south of Germany in the picturesque Alps, to be added as a new destination as part of the German map for there. Includes highly detailed decorations of the castle surroundings, a stop point there for you to stop your tour bus. Also includes a rendition of the Marinek Bridge, or the Maries Bridge, and it's a memorable point of view for you to be able to see the castle as well. And a full integrated seamless connection to the Germany and Austria via Highway A7. And this is a free DLC that was released to the community, available now on Steam. Moving to a different bus simulator into the world of OMSI 2, saw this with the release of their Hewlett's Bus Pack Access Bus GX327. So this is a series of designs of the bus, which is their latest and most popular bus design from French design collective Actore Designs. Let's go through the history of this one with over 20 different models of this very prolific bus model and bus generation that has been produced through here as well. Includes over 25 servitars and countless equipment possibilities. Includes authentic sound set recorded from different buses of the different types. Includes 4 different engine types and 4 different engine types and 4 different transmission types as well, including the Voith 3 and 4 speed, ZF and CVT hybrid systems all included as well. A variety of repaints are also included along with that as well. So pretty damn impressive, this one, with a highly detailed interior as well. And this was coming in for $18 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. And with that new release, folks, that does round out the NovaWrap, not just for this week, but for 2020. I want to take a moment to say thank you so much to everybody that tunes in onto my channel, whether you tune in for this video, or you tune in for my reviews, or you tune in for the replays, or you tune in to me live over on, I was about to say Mixer, but that was the start of the year, and now it's Twitch. I do genuinely want to say thank you so much for your support and for being part of this journey that we go on, exploring the simulation world together. The year that has been a year unlike any other, that is for sure. We have had to all face a lot in our real lives, and some challenges as well in our virtual lives as well. I hope that my content has brought you some form of enjoyment and has perhaps given you some guidance and hopefully some assistance in your virtual explorations of the worlds, virtual worlds, whether they be in the skies over planet Earth or whether they be in starships in galaxies far, far away. So, as I said, folks, thank you so much for being part of this journey. Thank you so much for getting so many milestones this year, for launching over on Mixer first, and then having Mixer die and having to relaunch the streaming services over on Twitch. And for the support that you have all shown me here over on YouTube. In fact, just last week we ticked over, or 2 weeks ago, we ticked over 6,000 subscribers here on YouTube. That is, I never would have thought this journey would have taken me to this point, and it is only because of you, the viewer at home and the simulation aficionado at home, that this has all been made possible. So thank you so much for all the support you give me now and in the past, now and into the future. Thank you so much for honestly. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care. As I said, be safe, be well over this holiday period and into the new year. As I said, this wraps up the NovaWrap for this year. We will be going on a bit of a hiatus. I do have some more video content coming. There are some reviews that you'll be seeing over the next few weeks, but the NovaWrap itself probably won't be coming back until probably either late January or early February next year before you'll see this news video again. But nevertheless, never fear, we shall be back, making sure that honest and thoughtful discussions are had regarding all the releases for all the simulation genre. So I look forward to seeing you then. I look forward to seeing you on the reviews. I hope to see you over on the Twitch Twitch live streams as well at twitch.tv/NovaWing24. And make sure you also keep an eye out for my work for skins and liveries for various airframes over at NovaWing24.com as well. Alright folks, with that, take care, safe skies to all, be kind, be good humans, be nice to each other, and we will see you on the next video. Bye for now.